Willow Warriors, it is Wednesday. Today we've got some interval training lined up for you. Right, so one long piece, 3 5-minute AMRAP. It's going to be a good one. Right, our warm-up is going to look like this, guys. So we're going to be doing 3 rounds just because it is midweek. Right, the previous 2 days of training might have been a little bit tough for you. So we're just making sure that we're really getting into it with this warm-up. Right, we tend to get lost. Try not to. Be intentional about how you move throughout. Right, so the first thing we're going to do is 20 pogo jumps. Right, so I'll be standing with my feet basically under my hips as if jumping for skipping or double under in. All right, so we'll be here bouncing off the balls of my feet for 20 reps. Right, then we're going to do a bit of a squat flow. Right, so starting with our feet kind of together under our hips. I'm going to do a side squat out to the side, and then this should look like a Cossack squat. So into that, drop into that, and I want you to turn to the other side, keep that knee off the ground, reach as far as you can down, open up, bring it back down, back into that side squat, stand up tall. Then you'll do the exact same thing on the other side. So feet under the hips, I'm gonna step out to the side, stay on my heel as I squat. All right, open up, hand down, knee off the ground, opening up to that side, bring it back down, drop back into that squat, and then come up over there. All right, okay, what I just did was 1 per side. You guys are gonna do 4 per side over there. Then I want you to get onto your back. We're gonna warm up our midline a little bit. So from this position, just gonna get the legs up, and if you can, you're gonna give me a little pop as you get to the top over there. Right, if that's a little bit too challenging, then the following is perfect. Working your way up, controlling, coming back down. The entire time I'm doing that, I'm just thinking hollow body position. All right, so don't let your back arc too much. Once you've done with those 12 leg lifts, we're gonna go for 20 flutter kicks. All right, guys, so 1 rep of a flutter kick is gonna be right leg kicking and left leg kicking. So basically we're counting 240 if you're counting the work that each leg does. So hollow body position, gonna be there. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you can bring your hands up over your head. Right, so we'll be there for 20 reps, and then we're going to keep working like that for 3 rounds. Okay guys, now it is time for our workout. All right, so like I said in the beginning, it's going to be 3 5-minute AMRAPs, and there's a lot of rest in between all of that. So the idea is that you're pushing pretty hard, or as hard as you can, when we are in those 5 minutes of work. Each AMRAP will have a buy-in, right? The buy-in is going to be either a 200-meter run. If you live on a nice big space and fortunate enough to have that, you can run that once. If you need to do that in shuttles, then do that. Otherwise, guys, if it does not allow, if you are in a garage like I am, we're going to do the following. Right, it's going to be some plyo toe taps. Right, so this is going to be the buy-in for each of the 5-minute rounds that we do. Right, so find yourself something that's high enough. Right, if it's too high, you can just literally tap your toe against it. This is low enough for me, so I'm going to be putting my foot on top of that. All right, so starting here, I'm going to be there for 100 reps. All right, so each time a toe touches the top or hits the top or hits the side of the object, that is going to be a rep. All right, so once you've done your run, all your 100 toe taps, we're going to come inside. The first movement is going to be a sumo deadlift high pull. All right, guys, so whether you're using an odd object or your dumbbell or your kettlebell, the movement is kind of going to stay the same. All right, so we get into that deadlift starting position. Right, back nice and straight, load the glutes, load the hammies, and from here, extending through the hips, explode through, and use as much of your hips as you can. All right, so I know it looks like a big pulling movement, but do work with the legs first, and then pull that up all the way to the chin. So we'll be here for our reps. All right, once you're done with that, guys, we're going to do some lateral over the object burpees. So once you're done, put that to the ground, then chest down, feet up, jump over your object, remembering that the rep finishes on the jump. More than welcome to step over and step down with your burpee as well. Right, guys, you'll see that the reps change. So the first 5-minute AMRAP, it's going to be 15 sumo deadlift high pulls and then 6 burpees. Do 5 minutes of that. We're going to rest. Then the second round, same buy-in, right? Except now the sumo deadlift high pulls become 12. And then the round after that, the last one, is going to be 9 for the sumo deadlift high pulls. So the burpees and the buy-in all stay the same, which is probably great news for all of you. Sumo deadlift high pulls become a little bit less. If you feel like you can increase weight, if you can increase weight each round, then do that. Otherwise, stay the same. Push as hard as you can for the 5 minutes, and then that will be Wednesday done. Remember to stretch with Ron Brown. Remember to do Martins locked and loaded programming. We'll see you guys tomorrow.